Okay, before the accounting model, you first of all make sure you have watched the video on payroll. This one is first of all set before we work on the accounting. So with the accounting as well, you make sure you go to discount. With discount, you first of all define the discounts of students. It means this is in French. So if a parent has 2 or more children in a school, you can give them a discount of 2%. You can give them a fixed discount. So it depends. This is just in French. So we can say you can define a flat amount. Let's say 2 or more children. Discount type can be a flat amount. It means if the school fees is 100,000 francs, you will remove 30,000 francs. That is called a flat amount. If the school fees is 100,000 francs and you want to remove a certain percentage, so it means no matter the amount that are paying as school fees, even if it is 100, even if it is 1 million, you want to remove but a percentage. You want to deduct a you want to give them a discount based on percentage. So here now you put just 3, even though it shows by amount here, it is just percentage. So this one is going to mean 3% as long as you choose percent here. But if you choose flat, you have to put a full amount here. That is that about discount. So when you create, after you have created your discounts here, now how do we apply this discount? You apply this discount for the discount to take effect. When you are the level of student here, the student list, you must assign a discount to a student, so that at the level of the accounting, that student's school fees will be subjected to your discount. So we have to edit a particular student if you want to assign a discount to this student, or if this student happens to be one of the 2 children of a particular parents that you are giving a discount to. So you will come to where you have discount here, you will choose discount for 2 or more students. So if you have created, you will just choose any discount here, and once you assign it to that student, at the level of the invoice, no matter what you assign to the student as school fees to pay, that amount will be reduced from the school fees. So that is that with discounts. Now the fee type. The fee type, we have to define here first installment, registration fee, second installment, third installment, any other fee type. We have uniform fees, Christmas fees, music fee, whatever, excursion fee. You can create as many as possible. For instance, if I click on arts, I will click here general fee. This is everything that circles around school fees. This is just for school fees. If you take product sale, this is for inventory and the rest. Dormitory fee, this is where you create. Transport fee, this is where you create. They will be separated from that. So you will issue them separate fee apart from the. So this general fee is for registration fee, first installment, second installment. Why product sale, dormitory and transport, they are separate fee that you have to create too. So if we take general fee, all the classes you have created in this system, if you have 10 classes, they will all appear here. Here you just put the name of the fee, first deposit. So you put a, oh sorry, you put the very thing here. So you paste the very name in here. Now you can assign different school fees amount to different classes. For instance, the first deposit of this class can be 20,000. For this other class, it can be 25,000. For this other class, it can be 15,000. For this other class, it can still be 20,000. So it depends on you. That is first deposit. You take submit for that class. You can create as many as possible. You can keep on adding. So we can come here again. We come here. We go to dormitory fee. We go to dormitory fee. We just put the name dormitory. If a student belongs to a dormitory, is going to be deducted. We just paste the very thing here. We create again that of transport. Those who have taken the school bus transport fee. Just call it transport. We take submit. That is transport. We come again here. Product fee. Those who are buying items in the school canteen. Products. Just call it products. Those who are buying items. Maybe you sell things in school to students or teachers. So you have defined all the possible fees. So once those fee types have been defined, we go back now to accounting still. We go now to fee collection. Fee collection. At the level of fee collection now, we can assign many fee types to multiple students. So if we take a class, you can take the whole class, class 1. If you take class 1, you will say, okay, the first deposit. When you click on first deposit, the amount for the first deposit, automatically the list of all the students appear at the bottom. If you want to generate this invoice to a particular student only, you can tick just the first student. I am sure there was a student here who was on scholarship, and there was also a student here who had discounts. So let's just try this one. We'll just try for all of them. Let's just check all. We check all. Some students are on scholarship, some students are on have discounts. Also, we have 20,000 francs that have all been assigned to them. Also, we also have to include the dormitory fee. If somebody belongs to a dormitory, you see that this guy is T20, this guy is T20, this guy is T20, but this guy now is 220,000. This guy is 220. They don't, because he belongs to a dormitory. So if you go to the dashboard, you will see the dormitory video. You watch the dormitory video, you will understand. So he belongs. So transport, if somebody belongs to transport, so you'll see, is there anybody belonging to transport? We have ticked on transport. We'll check. Maybe there is nobody there, so we'll check about that. So let's first of all untick. So we have first deposit, dormitory, then transports. So let's just click on transport. We select, check all the students. Now we can take discount applicable. Yes, if you take yes, I think it's always good to take yes. If you take yes, if the students have been assigned discounts, it will consider it. But if you take no, even if they have discounts, it will not consider it. So the months that you are issuing the invoice, if it is July, that the payment status, if they have all paid, we can just say paid. We can say pay. But let's take unpaid first. We submit. Okay, now I think I explained discounts. I want to start back because there was something we fixed. So I explained discount that you first of all need to go to students here. You go to your students list. You make sure you have assigned a student a discount. So depending if that student has a discount, this student one will come to the edit button. You will search the list of drop downs, make sure a student has a particular discount assigned. So this student has a discount of 10,000 francs assigned. Good, that is student 1, demo 1. So when that is done, we'll go now to our accounting, still on the fee, the manage invoice. The manage invoice, we can create a bulk invoice. Before creating the bulk invoice, we are seeing transport here and dormitory. Make sure you go to the transport module and dormitory module to understand. So let's go to the transport module first and make sure we have students who are going to be paying the bus fee. If we come to the members list, there is nobody. We'll have to filter and come to class 1. We come to class 1. We see at least there is one member who has subscribed to a box fee of this. We can add other members, non-members. Let's take another student and add. Let's class 1. Let's say student 2 we take the transport from here. We say, okay, for this student is 3,000. We take add to transport. Once that is done too, we can go to our dormitory. We check dormitory member. Let's check students who have subscribed to a dormitory service. We have two. We have demo 1 and demo 2. Yes, they're already there. You can add if you want. You can put non-members. That is good. So we are now good to do our accounting. So before continuing on this manage invoices and the rest, it's also good to define the income and the expenditure heads. Income, how do you receive school fees? How do you receive money? You need to define the income. How do you get it from income heads? So these are the types of income. Let's first of all go back. Let me show you. Before defining the income, let's come to income heads. Income heads. Yes, we already have some incomes in the system. We have some income in the system already, so we can just add. We say shop, school shop. Income can come from the school shop. It can come from school fees, as there are many. We already have so many of them defined here, so you can keep adding shop, tenue, pullover, scolarité, registration. That is in French. So make sure we first of all define the income head, which are the sources of income. Here as well, before that, we can define the expenditure head, how we spend money. Where is money going to when it's leaving the school? For salary, it can be spent as a salary. It can be spent for water bill. So you can add them here. You can add salary payment, water bill payment. That is that. So you first of all make sure those ones are defined. Now, as you are using the system, you can decide and add an income manually. You can say, okay, you have received money from this source. You can add it manually. Say, okay, I have received. I will define. I have received something from this category from the shop. No. Or say I have received something extra from graduation. The method for cash, I receive as cash. I'll put the amount I've received. I'll put the date and take submit. That is how you enter income manually in the system. That is, money just came in manually from something that is not already programmed. Also, you can define expenditure. Maybe you have spent money, you took money to go and eat. If at all it was a different, it's a school, it's a shop. You took money, you took 500 francs to go and eat. You took 1,000 francs to go and eat. So you just put here, you define expenses, health purposes, any other thing. For tax purposes, you choose tax. You took as cash or check or whatever. Put a reference number, whatever amount, you put dates. That is that. So being sure that everything is set, now we're ready to go. We can now start managing our invoice. We manage our invoice. To manage our invoice means we will see the list of receipts that we have issues to students, those that have paid, those that have not paid due invoices, and we can create. So here we create bulk invoices. It means we generate receipts for all the classes, all schools. We will just send them that they have to pay their registration fee, they have to pay the first installment, first deposit, and the rest. So here we can select the class. We choose any of them. We can choose multiple. So we say the first deposit. If we choose first deposit, all the students who are in this class will automatically appear at the bottom here. Even if there are 100 of them, when you take check all, they will all be ticked. If I check all, it means they will all be ticked, and the amount that was assigned here was 20,000 francs. That is why you see all of them, they have 20,000 francs. If we take dormitory here, if there is anybody in here who has subscribed to a dormitory service, the fee of the dormitory will be added to the amount that is already here. So if I take dormitory, look here, 2 people, I think the amount of 2 guys have changed. Number 1 and number 2. It left from 20,000 to 220. It means 200,000 francs has been added. So normally it means the dormitory fee is 200,000, but the first deposit is 20,000. If I click again on transport, something has added again. Someone had 220,000. Now somebody is having 223,000 here. Why this person is having 230? Because his own bus service is taking his boarding for a higher distance, is going further than the others. So extra 10,000 francs has been added. So this dormitory, this transport is 10,000 francs for this man, while this transport is 3,000 for this man. The dormitory fee, I think, was 200 for both. The first deposit is the same for all. That is why you see here it differs. So you can just check all to select everybody, so that you want to generate the receipt for everybody. Is going to be paid and unpaid receipt. Normally it's going to be unpaid because nobody has paid. Remember that some students have discounts. Some students are on discounts. Some people have a discount of 10,000, I'm sure. So when we take discount, always take discount, so that it's going to search if there is any student who has a discount. Is going to deduct it from here. The student is going to pay lesser. So we take months that payments unpaid. We take unpaid. So if you take pay, make sure you are sure that they have all paid their money before you take pay. So you always take on pay, then you submit. So when we take on pay and we submit, you look at what is here. What do we have here? You will see that students have different amount. This is 220, this is 223, this is 20,000 francs only. This one is just 20,000 because this one has not subscribed to a bus service nor a transport service. This one has not subscribed to a bus service nor a transport. So this one, 2, 3, they are neither on bus services nor transport. Meanwhile, the last two, they are both in a dormitory and transport. Their money is higher. So if you click on this view, you can actually see everything is detailed there. This guy has a discount of 10,000. It has been removed from what it was really owing. It was normally owing 230,000. A discount of 10,000 has been removed. Is now 220. He now has to pay this. So if you decide that a student has to pay, don't forget that you can send this thing to WhatsApp. If you have fitted their numbers correctly when registering the students, you put your country code there without a plus. It is going to go directly to WhatsApp. You open and that receipt will be sent to the student's WhatsApp. So once you are on this manage invoice, you have all the receipts here. So now you can pay. If for instance this student is 220,000 francs and he wants to pay, or you want to pay, maybe he has come to your office to do payment, you just click on pay now. If you click on pay now, this student normally might not be paying everything at once. So might be instead of 220,000 francs that he has to pay, he says he's first of all giving 100,000 francs. So you just take submit. Leave this one like that. You take submit. Or you take submit. Normally you will need to put a transaction number or whatever if permits, or you can leave it like that, but it's important. So all of these ones at the top, it is customization. You can change it at the level of the school settings. This is for students who are doing payment over the internet. They are going to see the bank account and some other instructions. So it can be changed at the level of the school settings. So yeah, if need be, you can put the transaction number, whatever. But since they're paying cash, you can just put anything random there. You take pay. You can pay now. So if at all they have to attach a screenshot if they are doing payment over the internet, that would be the use of this select screenshot. So right now you saw that we have just done a payment. Somebody was owing 200 and something thousand francs. Nothing has changed. Meanwhile, somebody has paid 100,000 francs. So how do we do the approval? The system is done in such a way that we have hierarchy when it comes to the financial management. So somebody must approve it. So we have done in such a way that it must be approved twice. We have permissions that are given. So here you will check pending deposit. You have to come to pending deposit, and what somebody has submitted as 100,000 francs, you will see there. So you just click on this desktop icon here. So the person paid 100,000 francs. This is normally charges, and the rest you will just ignore. These charges we can always remove. You take approve. So we will take approve. So you see that we have two steps. After you have taken the partial payment, or you have taken, the student came to pay, you have to come to the deposit section to approve. It's only after you have approved that it is going to reflect at the level of the invoice. So let's go back to our dashboard. Then we'll go to manage invoice. We'll come back to manage invoice. Something must have changed. The student who just paid 100,000 francs, this is it, the last student here, he now has to pay 118,000. Let's click on view. You see that it is well written there, partial. Look at the details here: transport, discount, this is paid amounts, 10,000. These are just charges. These charges we can always remove it, or just something that is hard coded. He now has to pay but 118,000. So the more he pays, the more he reduces it. If he pays all at once, the due amount will be 0 francs. So that is that with the accounting. Let's continue again with the accounting. There are more options beneath. So we continue with the accounting. Here we can look at the due receipt, due invoice, due receipt. If we click on due receipt, it will filter all the receipts that people are owing. When there are still some amounts to be paid by students, so this due is going to filter and bring you the list of those who are owing, or receipts that you have created that have not yet been paid. That is what it means. Then paid receipts. I am not sure any receipt is fully paid because people are still owing. All those who have created the receipt for are still owing. So we come to accounting again. Paid receipt, due invoice, the same. So due SMS, this is where you want to send a message through an SMS that this student is owing this and this amount. Here you need to subscribe to an SMS package. The same too with email. With an email, we need to configure your system to send emails directly. So that is that with the accounting. The here now is the report.